Let's just show you London. Show you London. Here we go. It's London at night. Right. There we go. It's towards Camden. Move it round. Towards Islington. Hello, Christina. Big bad Alan Merritt in-house. Big up Alan Merritt. There we go. Moving round. There we go. West End, a bit cold. My God. My outdoor swimming will come to an end soon. Hello, Rita. Rita. Right, and just move it round. There it goes to the posh west side. The west side. Even now the east side's posh now. There is no. Hola, buenas noches. ¿Qué pasa? Oh, so it is a bit nippers, to say the least. We've had a warm day. So here we are on the Friday 9/11. So just getting the so you can see me. It's very, very dark. Very dark. Oh, the viewing figures are at 149. They're just staying at 149. Oh, they've just gone up. I'm going to start, because I'm cold. I usually wait till 200, then I'll move on. But it's really, I'm going to go into the darkness again. I've got to trigger the lights. Yeah, the lights are triggered. Right, so bit of a reflection of the week. Did an interview with. God, for some reason I'm just really cold. My hair's a little bit all over the place. Did an interview with an American channel. There was that TV director, John Paul Rice. I've seen some of his stuff. I don't tend to watch much of the American stuff, to be honest. I should do, but I don't have much time. I like to concentrate on the UK thing, because I think, when we get people going on about the tunnels in America, blah blah blah, forget what's going on in this country, and now a lot get neglected, and I don't want that, because whatever goes on in America, it went on here first. I mean, the British exported paedophilia to the known world, Britain's greatest export, and let's not forget what goes on under our noses. I had a celebrity SAS guy call me 2 days ago. No, yesterday, yeah. And he's on the telly. He's one of the chaps. He's always on the telly doing this SAS. Are you up for it? Hard, tough, whatever. I don't know. I don't watch it myself. Not my thing. Watching a load of men jumping around and what have you. For me, toughness. Being strong means looking after your family and looking after the kids. That's what, for me, being tough is. And I'm not knocking the bloke. He's a very nice chap. But he said something to me, and he said, I've just come back from out in somewhere in the Far East saving these kids that were in some brothel or something. And I said, but what about what goes on here? We need the tough guys here. And he said, John, I never realised till I was directed towards some of your stuff and other people's, how bad it is. And this is a problem. We've seen these programs about Cambodia and Thailand. We forget what's going on underneath our noses in this country, and it upsets me. For me to go, say there was to say, I don't know, a TV program, documentary, said, John, we'd like you to go to Thailand and expose all this child prostitution, blah, 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 blah. I'd be flown out there. I no doubt I may even get a business flight. Well, that's going to be very jolly nice, isn't it? Very comfortable. And while I'm there, I no doubt they'll put me up in a hotel. And I no doubt while I'm out there, they're going to feed me, and it's all going to be so very nice. But there are no business chartered flights, to the council estates, the mean streets of Govan Hill and all that, and it's just, sometimes it seems like there's a bit of a jolly element to it, a bit of a jolly out, as we used to say in the police. And again, I'm never knock anyone doing good. I never will knock anyone doing good. But I just want to sort of call out. This is going on under our noses in every town, in every village, all over the place, And again, I'm not the guy wants to help and do well. So do you know what? God bless him. And I'm not going to name him because it's not fair. But what a nice chap, and I did like him. And hopefully, maybe we'll do a little bit of work together. Who knows? Who knows? I did my call out the other day to the British men. Please come forward. Come forward now. If the rumours are right, on the 18th of September, they're going to screw us royally. All right? Now you get a screwing, then you get a royal screwing, and that ain't good. I spoke to enough victims of the royals. We're in for a good monumental kicking post September the 18th if they get away what the proposed or the rumours are, that they're going to lock us down to 6 people, no protesting, absolutely nada, nothing, So we got to do something. We've got to do something, and I'm going to put a call out now, and I know that my videos go out there. I don't call out to the police or the ex-police anymore because on the whole they don't do anything. Ex-coppers, there are some good ones, and I know some good ones, and I'm not aiming at you, my friends, but on the whole, ex-coppers are very complacent. Their mortgage is paid off, they've got their pension coming in, on the golf course, whatever, I don't know. Kids in uni, I don't know. It was never my reality. Like I said, I had more in common with those coming through the custody door than I had with the ones I was working with in the CID office. So I don't know. So I don't bother calling out to the police anymore. I really don't. But I'm calling out to it used to really be the arch enemy of the police, the fire service. The fire service have always brought about change in our own little sphere. We look at Marc Dutroux. I'm going to evidence this. Marc Dutroux, albeit Belgium, not too different from the UK. It was because of the fire service that we knew the full atrocities of what was going on. We saw the fire service standing up with the yellow vestas in France. Not a job I like to do. Not proactive enough for me. Again, I'm not knocking it, and that's that. But I think you boys have got it right, and I do. I think you boys have got it right. So please, firemen, you come with us. We got the protest on the 19th. You come with us, and I want to really call out to the serving coppers and to the ex-coppers because I know they watch it. Please, I don't want to denigrate you by saying this, but please grow a backbone here and see what's happening. This is injustice. Surely you joined the police to fight against injustice. There is an attack on our children, and maybe your children are grown up. Maybe you're in a stable relationship and your mortgage paid and all things are rosy, but what about your grandchildren? What about your nieces and your nephews and your siblings' children? What about those? So I call out to you, we are not your enemy. We are a band of decent people that don't like others sexually assaulting children and hurting them. We don't like politicians covering it up, and we don't like social workers covering it up. We just don't like it. It's not on, and it needs to change, right? So something ain't right. I've just been served with a notice from the Attorney General warning me that I'm at risk of contempt of court for standing up and speaking out for a victim of abuse. Okay, I'm not going to go into it, but it's just so wrong. Contempt of court. Now, hopefully the people that abuse this young girl will go to prison, and hopefully the attention of the criminal justice system won't be on me for highlighting this travesty that went on, So it's just appalling. It really, I've had enough. I know Big Bad Alan Merritt's had enough. I know Sue's had enough. I know all of our team have had enough, And I get messages after messages. I've got a lovely message today from someone who worked in mental health and the cover-ups in mental health. My God, it's just appalling. It's all about the money. It really is. It's just, I don't know what to say. Now, if you listened to the podcast with my good buddy Nicky Cooper. Now, you know, if you want any evidence of how consolidating this fight against evil is, look at myself and Nicky Cooper. Nicky Cooper, a former street worker from South East London. You know, I've arrested Nicky. And there we are, sitting together, you know, together, working together as good buddies, and I mean good buddies, you know. Nicky is a researcher par excellence. She is absolutely unbelievable. This woman just does not rest, you know, and the stuff she's coming up with is absolutely awesome, you know. She is linked in, Lady Ivea, I don't know how it's pronounced, the president for the, president for the NSPCC Eastern Branch, whatever it might be, East Sussex, whatever. That should take 30, you know, scheduled flights on the Pedo Pervo Express. 30, not one, not two, 30. Now that's to a tiny little Caribbean island. That takes some doing. That takes some working out. That is not by mistake, accident, or bad error. You know, this woman, and then Prince Andrew was also involved with the NSPCC. I mean, it just is. I'm getting to a point where I am beyond words with all this. You know, I've just been speaking. I'm in a block of flats. I've been speaking to an elderly Jewish guy, you know, and he come up to me, he said, "John, what do you make of all this COVID?" I said, "Wu flu, we can't say COVID, because I've just been shut down. I did that interview and they was taken down because they said I breached standards." What standards did I breach? I didn't breach any standards. I was speaking out against Satanism, and apparently I've broke standards with YouTube. So I said, "You piss in YouTube." I mean, unbelievable. But this old Jewish guy said, "John, I don't believe a word of it." And he said, "Why are people listening to it?" I said, "Well, the same reason they listened to Hitler. You know, they believed him. They believed the nonsense and the evil that was coming out. When they believed him, they followed him. And, you know, and look what went on." And this guy was just saying to me, "John, I can see it really, really ending in tears." And I went and shook his hand and said, "My brother, it will end in tears. It will end in tears." How can anyone believe it? I don't get it. I so don't get it. They're doing a number on us. Like I said before, you know, this is like the husband coming home one night in a new job, smelling of perfume, just saying, "Oh, that's just lads at work sprayed it on me," and his wife would believe it, you know. Then it happens again, and then he's staying out later and later, and then he's coming back with lipstick on his collar, you know. Then he's showing no interest in her in the bedroom, you know. Then he's apparently going away for conferences for a week where he never did before. You know, the radar would ping in and say, "Hang on, you're having me over, pants down here." But when it comes to this, no matter what crap they come out with, people are believing it. Years ago with the actors and the actresses, they used to use good-looking ones to force a narrative because people would believe them, you know. But now, who's that fella that they used, you know, the minister, that weird receding hairline, moronic-looking, pervy type bloke, you know? I mean, they don't even bother now to put good-looking people in there to tell us what to do. Honestly, it's just beyond a joke, you know? And the rumours are that they're going to start using the military to start policing the lockdown measures. Well, I'm calling out to you guys from the military. You come from working class backgrounds. My God, boys, don't start pushing your own people about, really. I mean, that is tyranny. I mean, that really is. What is it they used to have in South America, you know? Oh, what's the word for it? Like a junta. A military junta. You know, when they start using the military to police us, my God, we're screwed. And if they use the military to enforce their laws, that's, you know, these military lads, they come from the council estates up and down the country and the Commonwealth. What are you doing? What are you doing, boys, if that happens? It's grief, it's problems, you know? When all the time, you know, they've had lists and lists and allegations of peers and politicians abusing children, and not one of them ever stood trial. Matt Hancock, that's it, Matt Hancock. I mean, what's he all about? I mean, who is this guy? I mean, what a bizarre. I mean, okay, I'm not knocking him for his looks, but I mean, seriously? Honest to God, it's got to come to an end. It has to, you know. And we are just being lied to constantly. They're not even hiding it now. And when I look at the Satanism, and when I speak to the victims of Satanism, they all say the same thing. They all say the same thing. Constantly tell me the same thing. Do you know the next SRA interview I do, I'm just going to introduce a person, and I think I'll give the narrative, because I know what they're going to say. It's exactly the same. You know? And how does that even work? How would that even be possible if it wasn't ancient and organised? You know? And if we go back a couple of years before we started doing all this stuff, not many people really, you know, were too worried about it. They might have read a Dennis Wheatley book or watched a Hammer House film and thought, oh, it's a load of old nonsense, you know, it's good viewing, but thank God it ain't real. But how different is it now through what we, you know, the testimonies of brave, decent people like Jeanette, like Jenny, like Jen, and hopefully many others to come. We need to speak out. Now is the time. We need to stand up and speak out. Honest to God, please. Please. Right, so let's have a little look. Charlie Ward on you. John, I've spoken to Charlie Ward. I've been on Lisa Vernon. I've been on Charlie Ward's show. I was on it 2 weeks ago, and I posted it. See, I've been on it, you know. So I've, you know, I want to say a massive thank you to a lovely lady called Michelle. I won't give her any more names. And Michelle, and to brave Louise Dickens, the granddaughter of good old Geoffrey Dickens, the only MP worthy, bar none, to be honest, to stand up and say that it was a politician of the people, the man who spoke out against Satanism and SRA. Right, good man. Anyway, his granddaughter Lou is stepping into his shoes, and she's been out on the mean streets of Govan Hill, and they were active in, let's just say, disrupting a major child trafficking ring the other night, resulting in arrest. So fantastic. You know, this is people power in action. This is showing that our intelligence is put forward and it moves forward. Well done to them. And Lou travelled all the way up there, went onto the streets like a true warrior with another lady, and the police were called, and people were arrested. So how fantastic is that, eh? You know, and that came from a phone call to me a couple of weeks ago of a woman just in total despair. John, what are we going to do about this? Let's not say it's not still going on, because it is. But it's happening. And I want to say thank you to my proactive team. Got now a little proactive team. We did a phenomenal deployment with a brilliant success today. And again, we can't speak about it. But unbelievable. It's like being back in the old bill again. It was the good parts of it. But I want to say thank you to my dedicated team. That was great. The last couple of weeks of very hard, very tireless work, and it's been paying off. So thank you so much to them, and thank you so much for all the other people that are just supporting. It's just been really good. And please support Nikki Cooper on her solo podcasting career. I told Nikki that she needs a book written about her, but I ain't having none of that, John. I ain't having none of that. I ain't doing that. I won't know where to start anyway. I mean, Nikki Cooper's life is just, you know, it'd be a film in its own right. So she's out there doing her own podcasting, and she's starting, I think, the week coming. So please, let's give her the massive boost that you've all given me. You know, and she really is the researcher I never was. She's absolutely brilliant, and she gives a very down-to-earth, no nonsense, street sense, street smart, whatever. Very street girl, and good on her. Let's hope that, and we'll still be linking in. You know, and anyway, someone mentioned Darren Jeffries. I spoke to Darren. Darren is doing well. You know, so brilliant, you know, and he rang me up to thank us for all we've done, and God bless Darren, and Darren will have some good news for us at some point, right? Can I give a big shout out to the Jimmy O show? Jimmy O'Neill is a comedian from, I'm gonna have a little sip of the old tea. From the north. He set up a podcasting thing, went up there with Louise Dickens to do a podcast last week, and he treated me like a real celebrity. What an absolute great bloke. Lovely, really, like, that's the wrong term, treat me like a celebrity. That would have meant he would have procured me with young kids, wouldn't it? He didn't do that. He just gave me loads of coffee and a mug. I should have bring the mug actually. So the Jimmy O show, former stand-up comedian, brilliant guy, lovely guy. So please watch it. Someone, is it Emma? Emma said she wanted to hug Nikki. Oh, Nick. And if you saw Nikki the other day, she went, I'm not a hugging people, but I don't do hugs. She said, I was in tears, you know, all the people coming over me. You bottled out. You should have gone and patted her on the back or something, given her a dead leg or something, you know. Oh. I just think it's brilliant how we get together and we stand together. We're links in the chain, and we all come in and we all stand together, and it's really working. It's really working, you know, and look at what we've all overcome, you know, monumental adversity and all that. So please, can we keep the information coming in? Like I said, we haven't got long left, in my opinion. Please, if you're a victim of satanic ritual abuse, please come forward and speak out, please. Please come and speak out. Let's put an end to this. Victim of institutional abuse or failing, please come and speak out. I want to say thank you to Mark in Manchester. God bless you, Mark, for what you've been doing. God bless you. And you know, let's all stand together and back each other up, you know, and let's keep going. Just keep going. We've come such a long way. It really has. So, Linda, thank you. I know, Linda, I'm going to get some rest. Linda, Nikki, can't thank you enough. Bless you, Nikki. Bless you so much. It's love, man. That's what it is. It's love. That's the strength, is love. You know, there's only two things you need, time and love. You know, that's all you need. Oh, someone's in Tenerife. I love the Canaries. Love the Canary Islands. But again, look what they've done to the Canary Islands, shutting down tourism, and oh man, they're shutting us all down. It's going to happen. It's slowly going to happen. And please, we've just got to wake people up. We all have to do our part. We must all do our part. So please, if anyone knows any firemen, please send them my work. Right? Send them my work. Get the Fire Brigade Union to get in touch with me. The Black Cab Drivers of London, where are you? Come forward. I love you lot. Come forward. Right? You're being royally screwed. You know, the cabbies. You know, you've been absolutely mullered, you cab drivers. Can you stand by us, please? It'd be really good if you could, you know. So any black cab drivers out there, please get in touch, you know. Come forward, we want you. We want the firemen. A lot of firemen end up doing the knowledge as well. So, you know, again, it's an institution, the knowledge, you know, they no sat-navs, it was all done to break, it was a trade, you know. And it's all gone. So you can't even urinate in a phone box now. They put plants and libraries in them. Does that mean you can now go into a library and urinate instead of the phone box? Is that why they've done it? I bet it is. Marches in Yorkshire, I don't know. I'll have to go to Yorkshire. We've got Lou in Yorkshire. Please do not get despondent if we don't get back. We're doing our best. We're we're getting quite a few people now help us and everything else. So things are going good. And some good news: Rachel Lewis has gone home, so she's on the mend. God bless. So thank you for all the well wishing for Rachel. If you remember Rachel's brave testimony about her sort of imprisonment, really, and exploitation. So thank you everyone for that. Viewing figures are very low tonight, but I feel a bit tired as well, you know. So all right. So I saw a video of a woman weeing on a train. Yeah, I saw that as well. Yeah. Right. So maybe a brew tomorrow with a view tomorrow. If there's anything anyone wants me to talk about, please let me know, and I'll do a little bit looking into it. Next week we've got Terry Ellis, former armed robber, whatnot, does a lot of good now, stopping, putting down a knife and all that, stopping kids from getting hurt. And I want to say a big thank you to Mr. Tony Turner for all the work he does behind the scenes. Tony Turner does a lot with former criminals, gangsters and things like that, and has been doing a lot of publicising, putting the knife down and stopping the knife crime throughout the UK. God bless you, Tony. You never get a shout out. You're a good man, you know. And a big shout out to my good mate Chris Lambriano, 80 years old and still going out there helping people. He is an absolute example of someone who turned their life around and is doing good. He's 80 years old and he is tirelessly still helping. What a star. I think he's brilliant, Chris Lambriano. I think you're an absolute star. What you do, you're a good man, you know. So so I'll be with Terry next week, and then hopefully I'll be doing something with this former SAS chap, and I've got a couple of other interviews coming up, but again, things alter, you know, people get worried and, you know, things happen. So what is a definite sometimes might not be, you know, so we've just got to go with that, as is, you know, the damage and the trauma that's gone on. So all right, look, anyway, Wake Up UK, Monday 6 p.m, please tune in. Big Bad Alan Merritt has his show on Wake Up UK. Please tune in. God bless Alan Merritt. What a guy. So Big Bad Alan Merritt on Wake Up UK, 6 p.m. Let's get it out there, send it out there. I'm doing the t-shirts tomorrow, sending t-shirts off. So we've got quite a few t-shirts. The mugs have near enough all been taken now. The t-shirts there, please just PM me your address and you'll get a t-shirt, you know. And if you want to make donation, up to you. If you don't, you don't. Don't matter. All right? You'll get one posted out to you for nothing, for free. All right? And then the Millie badges are coming in. The Millie badges, there will be a fee for the Millie badges, but that will be dealt with by our Northern branch. They'll be dealing with that. All right, so just PM me and I'll send you a t-shirt. All right, and I want to say thank you to Sean for the t-shirts. God bless you. Love and respect. Ah, lovely. Johnny boy. And is that funny, because when I was at school they all called me Johnny, and that's how I know people from school, because they shout, "Oi, Johnny." Right, anyways, thank you so much. All right, I'm very tired, and I've not got much to say, to be honest, and I don't want to bore people. But God bless everyone, and please tune in. Maybe tomorrow night I'll do one. I've got to work out what happens. But please tune in for Wake Up UK, 6 p.m. with Big Bad Alan Merritt as your compere, okay? Thank you so much. Good night, Paula.